Acquiring a newly constructed home can be an exciting yet daunting excursion. From navigating the... Are you done yet? Listen, people, if you want to buy a new construction home, the only thing you need to be thinking about is watching this video. Nah, I'm just kidding. But we are going to talk today about 4 questions you should always ask when it comes to understanding the dollars and cents part of buying new construction. Oh, and stick around to the end because I'm going to tell you 3 things you should never, ever skimp on when it comes to new construction in Dallas. Well, hello, this is Wendy Pinnell, and the first question you need to ask about buying a new construction home is, you ready for it? How are you going to pay for it? Well, that seems obvious. Well, it's not, because buying new construction is a whole different ballgame. A lot depends on what kind of new construction home you buy. If you're looking at a custom build, you'll need a construction loan. A custom build involves picking out the land separately and then hiring a builder. According to Moody Banks Guide, construction loans will typically have higher interest rates than a standard mortgage. It does continue. It goes on to say this can add to your overall cost for the home, especially when you're already expected to make a 20 to 25% down payment. Now, if you're buying within a development, in other words, a whole neighborhood with a few main builders, you should be able to use a traditional loan, okay? And that means you'll need to decide on a lender. Now, we have fantastic lenders we can recommend, but your builders will have their preferred lender as well. Some builders, well, honestly, they'll even require you to be pre-approved by their lender, even if you plan on using your own. So the big question then is who has the better incentives, okay? The builder's lender usually has some pretty sweet deals, but often other lenders will match those incentives, okay? So you're definitely gonna wanna kind of shop around a bit in this phase to make sure you're getting the best deal you can. Now, some examples of incentives to look for are like lenders offering cash towards closing costs, lower than market interest rates, or they even offer sometimes a free refinance when rates go down. Now remember, if you weren't buying a new construction home, this part of the process would be completely separate and before even looking at any houses. So be sure to put on your thinking cap, right? Put aside your excitement about picking out countertops and really take that time to focus, as you're making this big decision on financing. Okay, moving on to important question number 2, what's included in the purchase price? Well, by now you've got your buying power all figured out and you know what your budget is, so you're almost ready to move to the exciting part. Yeah, you'll be able to pick out your home and your lot, but don't jump the gun here, okay? You need to know what's included in the purchase price, okay? This can be as simple as, hey, is the land included? Down to what type of countertops can I choose from? Now, suppose you walk through a model home with tons of upgrades and picture that's exactly what you're getting, only to find out later that everything you saw were upgrades that will cost you extra. HomeLight shares their piece of advice. They're saying, if there's a model home available to walk through, remember that this home is a showcase piece and will nearly always have the most swank upgrades available. They go on to advise, if you see something you like and you're unsure of whether that particular material or fixture is the standard option, be sure to ask for clarification. Okay, moving on to important question number 3, what kind of warranty will I have? Now, take a second to think about how important this is from a financial standpoint. You're about to lay down a huge amount of money. You need to know that you're making a good investment. Now, 2 things you need to ask here. Number 1, what type of warranty are you going to have and what will it cover? Okay, there are basically 2 common types of warranties that you're gonna see that builders offer, okay? You have implied warranties. Those will cover workmanship defects. And these warranties typically have like a 10-year liability period, and they tend to use kind of vague language. And then you have express warranties, which those are gonna clearly define the problem the builder's responsible for fixing. And this warranty, it'll state the length of the warranty and how the homeowner should dispute issues. Now, we will play a big role during this period as your realtor in helping you understand exactly what each of these warranties offer so you can make an informed decision. Okay, moving on to question number 4. But before we do that, we'd love to get to know you and have you stick around. So if you're finding value here, would you mind hitting that subscribe button? Thank you for doing that. Okay, but on to question 4, how does the deposit work? Now, you'll notice I've put this question last, and that's for a good reason, okay? This is the part where money changes hands, and you need to have done your homework and gotten some good answers before getting to this step. Okay, so you know what? You have figured out your buying power, right? You've gotten your answer to what's included in the purchase price, and you understand the warranty. So now the builder is like, hey, let's have some money change hands here. Put your money where your mouth is, so to speak. Well, this part is a big commitment from you, but hang on, because you're not quite ready yet. You need to know the rules of the deposit first. Okay, so here are some key things you want to find out. How much of a deposit does the builder require? Under what circumstances can I get my deposit back? Okay, does it apply in full towards the purchase price? Is there a financing contingency period? Like if my financing falls through, can I get my deposit back? Oh, how about this one? What if rates go up while the home's being built and I no longer qualify for the home? These are some super important questions to ask. In fact, according to HomeLight, many buyers are finding that a house they once qualified for is no longer in their budget. Okay, they said with interest rates rising, many would-be home buyers may find now they only qualify for smaller mortgages thanks to the higher monthly payments they'd have to make. So I really cannot emphasize this enough. Before money ever changes hands, always ask these questions. Okay, so you've done your financing homework and you're ready to move forward. You've got a lot of decisions to make about everything from countertops to carpet, but I want to tell you 3 things you should never, ever skimp on, especially in Dallas. Okay, you ready? The first item is windows. According to Kevin Kozo, while a quality window may cost more, the benefits far outweigh the future costs of settling for builder-grade windows. He goes on to explain that even though vinyl windows are the most inexpensive and commonly used window, an all-vinyl window will expand in hot temperatures and contract in the cold, leading to drafts throughout the home. Though they are more expensive, Kozo recommends vinyl and aluminum-clad windows with limited expansion and contraction. Amanda Ringler with Retrofoam chimes in on this as well. She says that you should look for double pane windows with the Energy Star logo. Now, second thing you should never skimp on with new construction in Dallas is, you probably have guessed this one, your air conditioning system. In their article, 5 things to consider when buying an air conditioner, the Devine brothers recommend that you search for a unit with an Energy Star certification. They advised the buyer to be aware of the energy efficiency ratio measurement. Okay, the higher the EER, the more efficient the unit. All right, finally, the third thing you should never skimp on with new construction in Dallas is home insulation. The Department of Energy puts in their 2 cents worth here when it comes to insulation. They comment that minimizing air movement in and out of a house is key to building an energy efficient home. So I'm noticing, pattern here. If you're moving to Dallas, don't underestimate the heat, okay? Just don't. Invest your money in energy efficiency and your wallet will thank you later, okay? Now you know what questions to ask about buying, and you know what not to skimp on. If you're interested in knowing 4 questions you absolutely must ask about the building process, you're going to want to check out this video here. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and Wendy out.